It is my great honor to present the Cook family with the ICF Family of the Year Award for 2020. We all know Tom and Mary and Rosemary and Paul. They've been around many of our conventions, sharing their ideas, joining us for Mass, and basically just hanging out with the family. And they've been inspiring because of their dedication to the ICF and to their parish, to their diocese, and to their community. And I enjoy talking to all of them about the different events that they're up to, the different activities that they're involved in, the different ways that they're serving their community and especially their branch. I want to go ahead and just read to you from the Bolletino article in case you haven't had a chance to read it. It really kind of encapsulates, I think, why this family is so deserving of this great honor. What is an ICF family? Simply put, this is a family who eats, sleeps, and breathes the Italian Catholic Federation's culture, customs, and vision. Considering this description, it should be no surprise to learn that the 2020 Family of the Year is the Cook family from Branch 13, Martinez. Tom, Mary, Rosemary, and Paul, along with their pup Echo, have been serving the ICF individually, then as a family, for over 25 years. The family is visible at St. Catherine of Siena Parish regularly, representing our organization, coordinating fundraisers, serving at Mass, executing one of ICF's most successful branch blood drives, and supporting parish-wide events, proudly wearing the ICF logo. Just to provide a few examples of their family's devotion to the ICF, parish, and community. The Cook family is also supportive of the Contra Costa District, the Oakland Diocese, and the Federation-wide programs of the ICF. Certainly, that describes perfectly why the Cook family are recipients of this year's award. Their involvement at the parish level, at the diocese level, with the ICF branch in Martinez, it's what ICF is all about, isn't it? That involvement, that dedication because of Christ. Let me continue. The Cook children, Rosemary and Paul, are both recipients of the ICF Young Adult Leadership Award, received in 2012 and 2016. Their accomplishments and contributions are a result of a family commitment to prayer and to serving together. Parents Tom and Mary set the tone for their family's ICF involvement. In a day when many families focus on other extracurricular activities, Tom and Mary choose the ICF as their family's organization where they can serve together. Wow. They have chosen the ICF as their family organization where they can serve together. That's why they're Family of the Year, isn't it? And I got to tell you that I have always promoted the ICF as a family organization. Many of us have promoted it, right, as a family organization. But when I visit branches and I visit dioceses, I visit districts, it's often brought up that the ICF is a family organization. And I don't think there's any better example of how that's true than what the Cook family does within their local branch and district. Certainly a deserving family, an exemplary family. It is my great honor to present the Family of the Year Award for 2020 to the Cook family. Congratulations, Tom, Mary, Rosemary, and Paul.
Good afternoon, Grand President, Central Council, officers and members, chaplains, branch members, and friends, all of those watching from home. I am Rosemary Cook, here today with my parents, Tom and Mary, and my brother, Paul. Our family is most grateful for this recognition as the ICF Family of the Year for 2020. We'd like to thank Teresa and Bob for the nomination, all those who furnished letters for the award packet, and the committee for identifying us as this year's recipient. It is an honor and a privilege for us to represent the Federation in 2020 at the ICF's first virtual convention. We've come a long way from the vision of our founders, Luigi Providenza and Father Albert Bandini, and can go much further. Paul and I became members at a time when not many young people were joining. We are pleased to see this environment is changing, and being inclusive of children of all ages, so that we can pass down this organization to the next generation and keep it alive. For all of us, this year and this virtual convention could be the start of a new vision and era for our federation and how we see our future. Maybe future conventions can continue to include live streaming workshops, masses, and meetings, and can then reach many more members federation-wide. This award holds a special meaning to us, as our participation in this organization has always been a family affair. Everything we do for and with the Italian Catholic Federation, we have done together, and this has connected us to our culture and our faith. I am proud to have been raised by parents who valued sharing our time and service together with a strong sense of family and Catholicism that has been passed down through the generations of our collective Sicilian, Irish, and German ancestors. As we embrace the changes in the convention format and those in our lives, let us remember Romans 12:2, which states, "Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and pleasing."
As many of you have seen, Rosemary and I grew up with the ICF as it began to expand and permit children at gatherings. We grew up in Martinez as parishioners of St. Catherine of Siena Church, attending branch meetings, preparing dinners, organizing blood drives, attending conventions, and visiting annually with many of the next generation of the Federation members poolside over Labor Day weekends. Serving together at ICF functions became a Cook family tradition. Our anticipated vacations always included the city of the convention and family camp in Felton. Our branch annual polenta dinner is as integral to our fall calendars as Thanksgiving. We became officers of Branch 13 alongside our parents as soon as we could. These roles of responsibility in a formal organization were instrumental in paving the way for us to take leadership roles in our futures, our current lives. To be given this award for simply living the life we were meant to live is a wonderful reassurance that we are doing the right thing rooted in our Catholic faith. God places many people in our lives that are great models for us to emulate. We live and lead by their examples, however different. If it is part of God's plan for us to inspire people, we say to all families out there and all the children and youth growing up in the Federation as we did, do what you can. Do what you're able to do. Every little thing you do makes a difference in someone's life. Show others God's mercy and revel in it yourselves. As St. Catherine of Siena said, be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire.
It was important to Mary and I that we involve our children in service from a young age, just like we were raised. In addition to community organizations, we found our ICF family who welcomed us and supported us in growing closer to each other. Both Rosemary and Paul were blessed to be recipients of the ICF Young Adult Leadership Award in 2012 and 2016, respectively. For over 20 years, we invested time, energy, talent, love, and our faith in the ICF, and we are honored to have our commitment recognized. We made friends and connections federation-wide and value their presence in our lives then and now over the years. All those years, we learned the workings of the Federation and managing a branch from other significant members of the ICF who have now gone before us: Louise Bordoni, David Bada, Rosalie Cavallero, Onelia Giorgerini, and Harry Pacini, to name some. They helped us get our footing, and for that, we are grateful. Mary and I have been reelected into various officer roles, and so have Rosemary and Paul. In small branches such as ours, officers' roles often rotate among members. When you look at our active roster as a percentage of our membership, it amounts to 45% participation. We may be small, but we continue to turn out dedicated members who show up and do what God has called us to do. We can all remember the words of Micah 6:8 when it asks, "What does the Lord ask of us? To act justly, to love tenderly, and to walk humbly with our God." Our branch answers this call.
In our family, events in our life, good, bad, and the bizarre, are celebrated fully and wholeheartedly, and together, even across 3 states, as we accept this award from Illinois, Alaska, and California. In a year that's been riddled with anxiety, separation, sickness, and worry, we welcome this refreshing news, and we are celebrating. This will be cherished and most remembered. It is now a part of the fabric that is our life. We would like to dedicate this award to all families who have participated in the ICF together, old-timers, families who are just starting out, growing in love and in prayer and with God's guidance over the years, and especially to the families of the Central Council members who have likewise devoted large amounts of their lives to this organization, but are ineligible and precluded from this recognition. We also share this acknowledgement with our branch members and friends, our family, who have given us the support needed to maintain the branch all these years. Branch 13 is 96 years old. As the recipient of the Family of the Year Award, we have identified the Gifts of Love program to receive the $500 gift donation on our behalf, specifically in honor of the handicapped son of our branch chaplain, Deacon Albert Dizon, and his wife, Yoli. We very much appreciate our chaplain's dedication to his church, his family, St. Catherine parishioners, and to our ICF Branch 13. He is our example of stewardship in action. In the words of St. Pio, do your best to conform always and in everything to the will of God. This is the sure path to heaven. This year has definitely changed the way we celebrate milestones, and we are now happy to have something noteworthy to include in our Christmas letter. Thank you. We hope to visit you at the next year's convention, so we say ciao for now.